on over to theshownation.com. Roy Goodman trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Roy Goodman.
Here's Jackie Bradley now as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he gets ahead 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a swing and a high drive to right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Welcome back to baseball on Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Aroldis Chapman.
And with that save, the accolades just keep rolling in for him. That's save number 341 in his big league.
Roy Goodman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
53, Roy Goodman.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1 is taken for strike two. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Spangenberg ranging into the outfield, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Kevin Pillar. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Hit down the third base line, taken in by Forsythe. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 6 and the Twins 5.
Your attention, please.
So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
Your attention,
Roy
please.
Goodman takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 53, Roy Goodman.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. And now pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. The 1-1. is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. The 2-2, and it's fouled away. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
Here comes another 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Striding in once again, Justin Upton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way to Upton. And a fastball just a bit up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Kane. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready once again, Cole Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Now the pitch. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. That misses. 1-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 6 apiece. So coming to the plate, Jesus Aguilar, working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Squared that one up just a little late.
1-1-1.
First baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And now for the Angels, Manny Pena. He singled his last time up. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Coming in on it is Kane, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Zach Cozart. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Peterson has got it, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. This game remains tied at 6. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Our final line score. Your attention,
Roy
please.
Goodman is going to
Now
finally
pitching
make an
for
appearance
Roy.
in this one as he'll take
Number
over in the
53.
14th inning.
Roy Goodman.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Third baseman.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Set to deliver on 0-2 here.
1-1-1.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again. Wilson Contreras comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. 1-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees are going to take home field advantage right back. They win Game 3 to go up 2-1 as this one is over. Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned.
Your attention,
Roy
please.
Goodman comes on to
Now
start the
pitching
home
for
10th, and he's just hoping
Number
to get this one
53,
into the 11th inning.
Roy Goodman. Leading off for the Cubs.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitch. Quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon. The ball flying out at near record pace.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
The 0-1. Missed with a slider. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Ball right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him. You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-1 pitch. Inside and low, 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. 3-2, full count. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And game 5 will go to the home side. They've taken the lead in the series 3-2.
You expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those. A walk-off to end this thing in the final at-bat of the game. What a finish.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game. Roy Goodman enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Roy Goodman.
So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Bryant over at second. Schwarber at first, 2 out in the inning. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning. Tommy Kahnle comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
A congratulatory phone call. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for another long season grind.
Roy Goodman enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Parmas is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Whit Merrifield next to hit. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Just got a piece up the line. And there's out number 2. Ready once again, Francisco Mejia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Takes a knee-high fastball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still lead it, though, 10-7. And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Cleveland Indians. From the entertainment capital of the world, MLB Network welcomes you to Dodger Stadium. Today, the opener of this 4-game series between the San Francisco Giants and their bitter rivals to the south, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2022 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Don Mills gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
At the plate, Ben Revere. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Giants.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Number 25.
And the new season is underway as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Missed with a breaking ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That's a hit, the first of the year for San Francisco. Throwing to second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. This is lifted out to left. Galvis ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out. At the plate, Buster Posey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is.
Meanwhile now, the throw to the bag is there, and he is out at third base.
Thought he might have a chance to get in there safely when he got a good jump from second, but that was a good throw and a good tag to cut him down.
And there's a base hit on the line. So the two-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Doug Dempsey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Posey is off at first with 2 away. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. On the move is Peterson. And he makes the catch in the corner. Giants leave 1. Nothing for the Giants in their first try. The Dodgers' first swing. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
First baseman, number 9.
The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Mills, 23 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Lifted the other way to left center. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. So in now for San Francisco, Armando Ordonez.
Third baseman.
And that's in there for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he takes strike 2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
That was a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box, Luis Sardinas. Popped him up. Bird will put this one away, and the side is retired. The pitcher, Don Mills, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Leading off the inning, Devin Travis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes now. Travis gets his lead at first, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Buxton will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Here's Ben Revere. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the breaking ball stays outside.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Bird has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance, Kevin Pillar. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey. He reached on a single in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Striding in once again, Doug Dempsey. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Doug Dempsey.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
In now, Brandon Belt. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. The 1-2. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Giants down in order. They trail. Digging in for his second at-bat, Don Mills. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Mills.
From the belt, the pitch. Grounded to short. Sardinius is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for L.A. But now at the plate, Armando Ordonez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Skied down the left field line. On the move is Peterson. He's got it 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Luis Sardinius. He popped out in his first trip.
Luis Sardinius.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Standing in now, Devin Travis. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A base hit in his first trip. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Ready on 1 and 2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Nope, that's foul.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he fouls this one off.
I didn't realize the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at-bats. Everyone wins.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So the Giants have themselves a man aboard with 2 gone here. The first pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Giants leave 1. They're down 2-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ben Revere. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. In there, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Chopper foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Kevin Pillar stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 2-1 the count to Pillar.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-2. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Here's Buster Posey now. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Pretty painless half. Ready for another shot now, Doug Dempsey. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
The first baseman, number 9.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Drilled to the right side. Castro from the outfield grass. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in, Armando Ordonez.
Third baseman, number 7.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Popped up. Bird is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Next up for Los Angeles, Don Mills. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Matt Henson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped up, Ordonez calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Luis Sardinas. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Take something off, but it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Devin Travis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peterson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Ben Revere. He went down on strikes last time up. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Pillar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ready once again, Buster Posey. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Low for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Ready for another chance, Doug Dempsey. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Dempsey.
Ready with the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton over to his left. 2 down. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, a dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
6-4 the outcome today. The Giants used a 3-run 9th to help propel them to the win. Derek Law claims the win out of the pen, his first. Neil Ramirez earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
First for the victorious Giants. 6 runs, 9 hits.